I just got my hands on a juicy Facebook Intelligence report about the future of Facebook shopping. More specifically, this report uncovers the biggest behavioral shifts that we're gonna see around the world when it comes to consumers buying things. And I've read 64 pages of this Facebook shopping report, and I'm gonna break down in this video everything you need to know about it going into 2021. Because this can help you jump on some consumer trends that will help your business and your career grow. Stay tuned. Hey, I'm Sean with Life Marketing, the digital marketing agency that saves businesses from bad marketing and no growth. Now, as a result of this worldwide going around, there has been lockdowns, non-essential retail restrictions, and the risk of getting yourself or someone else sick. And because of this, e-commerce adoption has sped up 5 years according to IBM estimates. But there's two sides of the story for the retail sectors between essential and non-essential product categories. For essential products like groceries, household supplies, and personal care items, sales have seen an unprecedented growth. And in the US, total food and beverage sales are projected to grow by 11.3% year over year in 2020. On the other hand, non-essential products like apparel, furniture, electronics are seeing a decline and will likely contract by about 27 to 30% year over year in 2020. So basically, unless you have an essential product that someone needs immediately, then you're likely experiencing less foot traffic. Meanwhile, if you have an online product or an e-commerce store like Amazon, then you're likely experience tremendous growth. So as consumers adapt to this new shopping reality, it's key that we all understand this new behavior and the expectations of the consumers in order to create a shopping experience that they enjoy and that will set us up for success. That's why in this video, I want to break down the Facebook shopping report with the major factors for consumers' buying decisions from 2020. And this should help people who have been deemed non-essential products so that they can adapt and hopefully grow into the future. But before I dive in, if you love marketing, you love business, you love growth, please take the time to like this video and subscribe to our channel. And thank you so much to the people who've been leaving positive feedback in the comment section. Your feedback truly motivates us to continue making really good videos and to bring as much value as we possibly can. All right, now let's go ahead and dive in by taking a look at how consumers' behaviors have changed. So many years ago, consumers' buying decisions were largely based on what was immediately available to them. Selection and price usually was limited to local markets, or if you're like me, just the mall. So that made consumer purchasing decisions much easier to make. For example, if you were looking for red and yellow swimming trunks and you only found them in 3 of the local malls, then you only had to decide on which one you liked the best and which price you were willing to pay. But today, digital marketing's influence on the shopping journey has empowered consumers with more information and more choices, which has made shopping decisions a little bit more complex. So what exactly is on the consumer minds today? Well, there's a lot to think about. There's price, safety, reliability, customer service, delivery, and so much more. So let's break down what the consumer buying criteria is when they are shopping in a store and the consumer's buying criteria when they are shopping online. Now, according to the report, 74% of consumers say that they are focused on getting the best price for everyday items. And 61% say they are actively seeking out deals and coupons. So whether your consumers are in store or online, price is still the #1 factor in making a purchasing decision. The second factor for an in-store purchasing decision is safety. And that's pretty obvious with this worldwide going around, right? But this is a really big deal. According to the report, 71% of people agree there needs to be a safe shopping environment. Okay, and the third factor for in-store goes along with that as well, because 68% of people say it is crucial for a retailer to have products that they are interested in stock. What? Sold out? I can't believe it. All that for nothing. Now those are the big three for brick and mortar stores according to the report. If you have good prices, a safe shopping experience, and desired products in stock, then great, you are headed in the right direction. Now, if you want your store to be better and different, there are three more factors to consider, which are proximity coming in at number 4 at 65% of importance, convenience coming in at number 5, also at 65% of importance, and customer service coming in at number 6 at 63% of importance. Now in 2020, offering a seamless return policy and providing a superior customer service has been influencing in-store shopping decisions. All right, now let's go ahead and look at what's driving online shopping behavior. And of course, as a digital marketing agency, we help influence purchasing decisions every day online. So this part was especially important for us and for anyone else who is looking to leverage the internet to grow their business online. Okay, so as we mentioned earlier, price is still the #1 factor when consumers are making purchasing decisions. But after that, things start to look a little bit different. So reliability in the product is far more important online than it is when people are shopping in the stores. And with it being number 2 or at 70% of importance when it comes to online buying criteria, people are more likely to return to your site if you have reliable, good stock of product. Plus in stores, you have the opportunity to see the product, test it, try it on, etc. Whereas online, you're making a decision based on a perfectly made digital marketing image, a well-crafted description, and sometimes biased reviews. So it makes sense that right after the reliability factor, there is the return policy factor coming in at 68% of the consumer's buying criteria when it comes to buying things online. Because if you have a faulty product, then consumers want to be able to return it, and hopefully easily. The next factor you want to consider is the delivery time, which is also tied with return policy at 68% of importance when consumers are making buying decisions. I can tell you personally that I've almost certainly avoided buying anything online that takes more than 2 weeks to get to me. And sometimes I'm willing to pay a little bit more for the product if it can get to me faster. So having great shipping speed is a near necessity for good online sales. Now, also tied with return policy and delivery time is the next factor, which is convenience, coming in at 68% of importance. So of course, the online shopping experience should flow seamlessly from the product information to the selection, to the cart, and the overall checkout experience. Everything should have a great user experience that is easy and convenient for the shopper. And finally, number 6 on the top of the criteria to determine where to shop online are delivery options. Now, delivery options basically give users the ability to pay a little bit more so that they can receive the product faster. FedEx is popular for this because they have overnight delivery options, which is very convenient for someone who needs something urgently. Consumers like the ability to set their own pace when it comes to receiving their goods. All right, so there you have it, some of the top purchasing criteria for in-store and online purchases. Now for the biggest question. What does all this mean for marketers? Okay, so number 1, you have to adopt to the shopping trends, okay? Hey Sean, look, I can adopt to more shopping. Okay, not that kind of adapting. What I mean is that the shopping criteria for consumers are changing rapidly. And instead of fighting against it, try to really understand where things are going so you can put yourself in position to succeed. Which, by the way, I'll link the report in the description below if you want to read it for yourself. Now, of course, I'm a little bit biased, but I highly recommend optimizing your shopping experience for online purchases. Like it or not, the trend is accelerating and becoming more expected on the behalf of consumers. So take the consumer trends that we just went over and start to ask yourself questions like, how do I build in a better customer service? Or how do I deliver products online faster? Or how can I create a return policy that will inspire consumer confidence? All right. Now, the second thing marketers need to know is how to create marketing messages that align with your consumers' behavior. So don't just take all this information and think to yourself, okay, I got it. I just need to create a process for everything. Take it a step further and create an entire marketing plan. Which, by the way, if you haven't seen our video on how to make a marketing plan for 2021, then I'll put a link up above. But anyway, so now you know what consumers care a lot about. Let's take reliability, for example. Then you can start creating more marketing videos and messages that demonstrate how consumers are using your products and stress test it live on camera for them. And of course, always make sure you're stocked up on products so consumers know they can buy from you easily at any time, which ultimately leads to an increased amount of trust and confidence in the reliability of your product and your brand. For example, if you're in a local market and you can deliver in the same day, then this is definitely something that you should be including in your marketing messages. Okay, and the third thing that marketers need to focus on is LTV. LTV stands for lifetime value, which is a metric used for determining how valuable a customer is to your store. And when you're doing business online, then it can be very tempting to ignore some of these shopping trends in order to save a little bit of money. For example, some e-commerce stores have a very short return policy, like 7 days. And in some worst cases, some stores don't offer a return policy at all. And clearly, handling returns and missing out on revenue due to refunds will be really expensive. But this could be a necessary cost for you to win over the hearts of your customers in the long term. Because if people see that you have a good return policy, then that will likely result into more sales in the short term and more confidence for your customer base going forward. So I believe that you should focus on long-term results and long-term value before you start to look at short-term gains. Okay, and lastly, as we approach 2021, I want to share a quote from Ian Simmons, who is currently the head of industry for e-commerce at Facebook. He says the following: "The biggest question today is to what extent will behavior shift toward digital experience stick organically, or will businesses need to work harder to retain these behaviors?" My guess is there will be a large shift in consumer behavior online because retail isn't going anywhere. Depending on evolving consumer comfort levels, there may be an appetite for merged online and offline experiences like BOPIS, buy online and pick up in store, or like driving to fast food locations and ordering a meal on your phone to speed things up. So right there you have the head of Facebook betting on e-commerce in the future, and with Facebook shopping stores emerging, I would expect that they will continue to put a huge emphasis on that channel for businesses going forward. So hopefully this all made it very clear that now is the time to start taking advantage of some of these customer behavior trends. And you want to try to move where the puck is going. And wow, look at that. You made it to the end of this video. Now, if you enjoyed it, you found even an incy-wincy bit of value, then please like this video and subscribe to our channel for more goodness to come. I'm Sean, and as always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.